Welcome back, Titans. This is Mr. Wills, your third and final Algebra 1 teacher this school year. Tonight we're going to be looking at section 1.3. So just kind of a little teaser question. See if you can write this answer down. We'll come back to it at the end, see if you got it right. What does the following expression evaluate to be? So what's the answer for 16 plus 8 divided by 2? But pause whatever you got to do as we move forward. Now you might know that you have to use what we call the algebraic order of operations in order to answer that question. So tonight we're looking at that chapter 1 section 3, which is the algebraic order of operations. Make sure you get this written down in your notes at the top as your header so we get that full credit tomorrow in class. Our objective is to apply these algebraic order of operations. It's something you've seen before. We want to make sure we remind you of what they are and make sure we're starting this school year out on the right track. If you follow along the book, it is on page number 19. Page number 19. Alright, so just some terms. Again, you might want to pause as you write these down. First thing we'll talk about is inclusion symbols. Another word for it is grouping symbols, and just some examples of these inclusion symbols. First one, parentheses, one you've probably seen quite a bit before. Second one, brackets. They're more of a square look. We'll have braces. The absolute value is also a grouping symbol, and fraction bars, one we'll hit at towards the end. So those are your inclusion symbols. Now here are your rules and properties. So these are the ones we're going to follow. First thing, perform all operations within grouping symbols. So look for those grouping symbols first, and you work inside to out. So innermost to out in your grouping symbols. Number 2, perform all of operations with exponents. So anytime you see exponents like 2 to the third or anything like that, we'll perform those. Number 3, we'll do multiplication and division. These kind of happen at the same time, in order from left to right. That's very key. You got to make sure you do those from left to right. And then finally, addition and subtraction, also in order from left to right. So we'll do those steps in order. And tonight we're just going to be looking at quite a few different examples of how to use these algebraic order of operations. Now, how do I remember those 4 steps? Well, we have a couple different rules. We have a nice phrase, PEMDAS, where the P stands for parentheses in our grouping symbols. E stands for exponent. M and D stand for multiplication and divide, and A and S stand for addition and subtraction. Or another one you've probably seen before is a sentence, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Just something to help you out where the first letter of each word stands for our rule. Please, P stands for parentheses, excuse, E is exponents, M and D, multiplication, divide, and S, addition, subtraction. These should help you remember your rules. I know I definitely still use that, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, all the time. So get those written down somewhere. Alright, so here's the first example, just kind of our key skills here, just to show you how it works. So we've got this problem here. Here's our example problem. 3 times 8 minus 3 in parentheses minus 4 squared divided by 8 plus 1. Okay, first thing, grouping symbols. Where's those parentheses? There they are. 8 minus 3 is, it's 5. So then we go to the next step. 3 times 5 minus 4 squared divided by 8 plus 1. I got to look for exponents. Where are they at? Oh, there it is. Exponents 4 squared is 16. Now I get to step 3, multiplication divide. I've got to multiply 3 times 5 and divide 16 divided by 8. There's that minus sign in between them. So 3 times 5 is 15. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 15 minus 2 plus 1 now. 15 minus 2 is 13. Plus 1 is 14. So using those order of operations, we got 14. If you don't use those order of operations, you'll probably get a different answer. Lots of different ways you can do that there and get some crazy answers. So make sure we follow those rules. Alright, let's jump into some example problems. These would go with numbers 18 through 41 in your book. If you want to pause, try it out on your own before I show you how to do these, feel free. Maybe watch the first one, then try to do the second two on your own. Kind of decide how you want to do that. But first one, we've got 7 plus 3 squared in parentheses minus 2 times 4. So first thing I have to do is the parentheses. Now inside parentheses, I still follow my order of operations. So first thing I really have to do is inside those parentheses, the 3 squared, which is 9. So now I have 7 plus 9 in parentheses minus 2 times 4. Finish out those parentheses. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 minus 2 times 4. Next step would be do my multiplication. 2 times 4 is 8. So now 16 minus 8 is 8. So answer to number 1 there should have been 8. Jump into number 2. 4 divided by 2 plus 70 divided by 2. Looking for parentheses. Don't see any. Exponents. Don't see any. Multiplication, divide. I've got a divide there and a divide there. So let's go ahead and do those. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Plus 70 divided by 2 is 35. 2 plus 35 is 37. Alright. Let's jump to number 3. 12 divided by 2 times 3 minus 4 squared. Look for parentheses. Nope, don't see any. Please excuse. Alright, now exponents. Got some right there. So this is 12 divided by 2 times 4 minus 4 squared, 16. Alright, no more exponents. Multiplication, divide. Here we go. I've got to multiply and divide from left to right though, so I make sure I do this 12 divided by 2 first. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now I can do times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 minus 16 is 2. Okay. Multiply, divide from left to right. Right there. Okay, those are those 3 examples. Let's jump into some more here. Now I want to place inclusion symbols to make these equations true. So I've got to figure out where would I put brackets to make this equation true. Well, first one, I've got 14 divided by 5 plus 2 plus 8 equals 10. Well, if I try to put brackets around 14 divided by 5, I know that that's not going to give me a nice answer. So let's just try 15 plus 2. That would give me 14 divided by 7 plus 8 equals 10. Now we'd have to divide, so I'd get 14 divided by 7, which is 2. 2 plus 8 equals 10, which is true. 10 equals 10, so we have got that one correct. Next one, number 2. 4 plus 7 times 3 plus 1. Oh, let's say I put it around the 3 plus 1. Sometimes this is just kind of a guess and check. Let's try that out. 4 plus 7 times 3 plus 1. Oh, wait. 3 plus 1 is... I want to rewrite it. 3 plus 1 is 4 equals 34. Let's check. What's 7 times 4? That's 28. 28 plus 4 is? Oh, that's 32. That's not right. So I'm just going to erase that. And maybe try that again. Let's try it again. Go. Oh, geez. Where should I put this? How about if I put it over here then? 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 times 3 plus 1 equals 34. Does that turn out true? 11 times 3 is 33. 33 plus 1 is 34. So 34 equals 34, which is true. And how about the last one? 8 plus 25 times 2 divided by 6 equals 11. Well, I know if I take 25 times 2, that gives me 50. I can't do that. That'd be way too big, I think. 2 times 6, I don't think that's right. Let's try this. 8 plus 25. That's 33 times 2 divided by 6 equals 11. 33 times 2 is 66. What's 66 divided by 6? Oh, that's 11. Perfect. Okay, so this is kind of a little guess and check, but trying to figure out where those grouping symbols would be. So now let's work with little grouping symbols here on some problems. First thing is the fraction bar. Fraction bar is just a big grouping symbol. So whatever's on top is a group. Whatever's on bottom is a group. So for example here, I'm just going to take 57 plus 87, which is 144. Divide that by 16 then, it's just a division sign, which gives me 9. Bottom one, again, top's just a fraction symbol, bottom's a fraction symbol. 97 minus 17 is 80. 72 plus 7 is 80 as well. 80 divided by 80 is 1. So sometimes these come out real nice. Do whatever's on top, do whatever's on bottom, and divide. Okay, last example here. We have got multiple grouping symbols. So I've got the braces all around here. Look at it. I've got a brace that goes all the way there. And then I've got a bracket inside that brace. And I've got to do the inside first. So I've got to do the bracket first. So what I do here is I leave this. Okay, what's inside this bracket? 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So that would be 6. And then I do 6 plus 1 inside the bracket. So 6 plus 1 is 7. Plus 1. Plus 1. Okay, now my bracket's taken care of. So I'll finish with my braces now. What's inside the braces? Well, 2 times 7, which is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. Now my bracket's taken care of, so now exponents, nope, don't have any of those. Multiply, divide, yep. 2, bracket stands for just like multiplication. 2 times 15 is 30. 30 plus 1 is 31. So just make sure when you see all those brackets, parentheses, go from inside out. Inside out. Okay. Now back to that teaser question. 16 plus 8 divided by 2. Hopefully you knew to take 8 divided by 2 first and get 4. 16 plus 4 is 20. Teaser question should have been 20. Alright, lots of examples in this video. Hopefully you wrote those down, checked your answers. We'll be looking more at the order of operations tomorrow in class.